Ravana, who known to be the greatest villain of Indian mythology, which is called Ramayana, and we all know how the Lord Rama defeated Ravana by symbolizing the victory of good over evil. And how many of you know how intelligent and scholar he was? Ravana was a grandson of Latsya, one of the greatest sages of Indian mythology and one of the Saptarishis. He was born to sage Vishravan and Asura's mother Kaikashi. Hence he is considered half Asur or demon and half Brahmin, a sage. Ravana is known as the supreme antagonist in the ancient Hindu epic Ramayana. He is depicted as Rakshasa, a demon and the greatest king of Lanka. He is known as demon with 10 heads, but not many people know that he was not born with 10 heads. Ravana was great devotee of Lord Shiva. Ravana was inordinate scholar. He was well versed in 6 Shastras and 4 Vedas. He was also well versed in Ayurveda and dark practices of black magic. It is said that he could control the planetary position at his will. He had mastered Tantra Vidya, which is called science of creating optical illusions of thoughts, which he used in battles against his enemies. He had written 2 books, the Ravan Samhita, a book of astrology, and Arika Prakasham, book of Siddha medicine. As he was the greatest follower of Lord Shiva, while attaining education, Ravana underwent a colossal tapasya to please Lord Shiva on the banks of river Narmada. Willing to please the Lord, Ravana annexed his head, and each time he did that, the head grew back and it continued 10 times, thus enabling to continue his self-punishment. By seeing his devotees, Lord Shiva granted 10 heads to Ravana, which he had sacrificed. Due to these 10 heads, he also known as Dashmukh. The 10 heads of Ravana symbolizes the 6 Shastras, a sacred scripture of Hinduism consisting of 4 categories: the Shruti, Smriti, Purana and Tantra, and the 4 Vedas that Ravana mastered, making him a great scholar and one of the most intelligent beings of those times. He was a master of 64 types of knowledge and all arts of weaponry. He is known to have a compiled Veda with relevant musical swara, and his Shiv-Tandav Stotra is yet the most popular hymn ever sung in praise of Lord Shiva. This creation of Shiv-Tandav Stotram still being praised and chanted by the people for Lord Shiva. Yet another interpretation of Ravana's 10 heads are the 10 emotions. Those emotions are Kam, that means lust; Krodh means anger; Moha means delusion; Lobha means greed; Mada means pride; Matsarya means envy; Manas means mind; Buddhi means intellect; Chitta means will; and Amkara means ego. Hindu traditions emphasize on the importance of controlling one's senses. If these emotions overpowered, that is considered harmful to the growth of a soul. Once the great King Mahabali advised Ravana to shun these 9 emotions, to keep only intellect, to which he advised that the position of all these faces are equally important and makes him a complete man. The one head of Buddhi controlled his destiny, and other heads of Ravana controlled his actions, which is ultimately led to his destruction. He eventually became a slave to his senses, and since he could not control his desires, he not only destroyed himself and his clan, but the whole Lanka was reduced to ashes. Having all this knowledge but not being able to harness his powers was one of his biggest regrets he had as he lay dying in the battlefield. But there is a matter of the fact that the Ravana is still being worshipped in some Shiva temples.